So here's a VM-68 that we're going to change the feed fingers on. So I've got my wrenches that I need right here, my Allen wrenches. First thing we'll do is we will remove the feed block. Take my Allen wrench, move the feed screws from it. When you're changing the feed fingers, you don't actually have to remove the feed block. We can see that the feed is just shattering apart, or the feed fingers are just shattering apart, which is why it needs to be changed. For now, we'll just kind of clean some of the gunk away from there. It's looking pretty good. So now we will change the feed fingers. Take my Allen wrench, unscrew the plate that holds the feed finger detent on. So we have our VM block, and then we also have a aluminum block that is wedged onto the feed fingers, and there we can see we have the block popped off, and then the feed fingers just kind of break away. It doesn't look like they had the metal ring in the center of them, which we'll see if we can find and add back in. So I found another detent. It's in pretty bad shape. Just chips apart, but it does have the steel washers in it. I also found a nicer pair of Allen screws so I can get rid of my rusted screws. And I found a fully anodized plate, which this one was only partially anodized. So I'm going to take my washers. Well, first I'm going to get rid of these chipped up detents. Now I'm going to take my new detent. I'm going to pop in these two washers, put it in the correct spot on my feed block. You can see it's lined up perfectly with these holes. Place my black spacer on there, and now I can screw it in. And look at that, I can move it around. It doesn't chip, it doesn't break. Looks great. And now with my feed detent fingers replaced, I can just line it up on my VM-68, and we're good to go. Feel for the threads, start it by hand. There we go. Thread it in, and there we go. And hopefully we'll do the hammer over replacement next week.